Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Halloween decorations. I never thought that there would ever be a video on the Optimus channel where I was basically talking about how plastic slash foam, whatever the decorations are made out of. You can make a Halloween decoration out of anything, but I never thought that we would be talking about how Halloween decorations are now deemed offensive, okay? These are now apparently wrong to put up in front of your house. So, obviously, most of you know what Halloween is. The vast majority of my viewers are in Western countries where it's probably celebrated a lot more often than in other places around the world, so I'm gonna assume that most of you know at least a little bit about what Halloween is. If you dress up for Halloween and go out trick-or-treating or, have parties and things like that, you especially know Halloween is a fun holiday, right? It's one of those holidays where there's not enough, seriousness, I guess, designated to it that you gotta take it kind of seriously. It's not Flag Day or Veterans Day or something like that, right? It's just a little bit more of a kickback kind of Halloween holiday, right? So, personally, I love this holiday. It's fun to me, man. I mean, all the movies are pretty good. I like the spooky decorations. The costumes are cool, right? And it's, once again, one of those holidays where people can kind of just relax and have fun instead of thinking about some serious shit. So, I look forward to it, right? And a lot of people do, so that's why people decorate their houses. But apparently in the year 2021, if you're one of those people who puts up decorations in front of your house, you're an asshole. You're a fucking dick. I can't believe you would joke around like this, man. You would never be able to, you'd never be able to get caught joking about Halloween back in my day, bro. So, it all started with a very simple post on social media, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and just show you the picture here. So, this is the picture that started the Great Halloween War of Twitter 2021. Honestly, I think it's a pretty dope fucking house, right? I mean, the architecture's pretty cool. The house is completely blacked out, which looks pretty good in contrast probably to all the other buildings around it. You got these fake skeletons climbing all up the building and everything. Great Halloween decorations. Whoever owns this house definitely stepped out. This is quite impressive. I mean, very creative idea. Even though you're using the same kind of prop or whatever, this has definitely got to be, if not the best decorations, one of the best decorations on the block. But apparently, according to Twitter, this is making a mockery of everyday death and the issues that we deal with in society today. And you don't joke like this. You don't play around like this. So you can always recognize a place in which no one is feeling much or any grief for a lost one, and death, dying, and everyone you love decomposing to bones is just a joke. So let's go ahead and address this. I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to mean, right? I get it. You're trying to make it out like these people are mocking death and mocking, the issues going on around people. Because, posting this kind of picture on October 1st, it definitely doesn't scream anything out of the usual, right? This is a normal making fun of death type of decorations that you put up, right? We've gotten to this point where people are so excited for death that they put up just fucking decorations, right? Grandma Betty just died. Time to get the fake skeletons out of the basement and put them up all over the front of the house. I don't even get how you can be a human being in society and not fucking get that this is Halloween decorations. I don't know how that's possible, but somehow we have discovered the one person who doesn't know what Halloween is. So it's either that or it's just nobody can have fun. Either way, you're kind of a fucking moron and you're deserving of just shutting up, but either A, you don't know what Halloween is, you're somehow so far out of the loop that this wouldn't even take you by surprise enough to Google what could possibly be going on. You just say some stupid shit like this. Or B, you're so lackluster, you're so empty of any form of happiness or joy in your life that anyone else having any remote modicum of fun, it just fucking upsets you, okay? You're one of the two. And at this point, man, like the I guess thoughts that went through my head, I was trying to, maybe give her the benefit of the doubt here, right? Just maybe she didn't get it, or maybe she's just, I guess, the only person who'd have an issue with this. No one else could simply ever have a problem with this, right? Other people, well, I should say this example is just one person, but other people came to the Twitter comments to share this sentiment, you know what I'm saying? To explain to us why this would be an issue here. So, this seems like the absolute worst time to put up this kind of display. What, you mean fucking Halloween? Halloween's the worst time to put up a Halloween display? Halloween is the worst time to put up some goddamn spirit Halloween decorations, you know what I'm saying? What? Like, I'm gonna need to fucking run this one back. Like, something slipped my mind where I thought that, celebrating Halloween was like a legitimate thing that you were allowed to do, right? Where, putting up decorations in your yard was something normal. Apparently, this is supposed to be in reference to the COVID-19 pandemic, where obviously lots of people have died, but I mean, if that logic holds up at any point throughout history, are people in the 1940s assholes because they put up Halloween decorations during fucking World War II? Are people who put up decorations for the military and for soldiers and shit during like Veterans Day and whatnot, are they in the wrong because they're celebrating when real veterans are dying every day? It's like saying the worst time to put this kind of display up. Yeah, it's the worst time to put up these American flags on the 4th of July. Seems like the worst time to put up this kind of display of Santa Claus on December 23rd. And like, these people just don't think, right? Like, these are the type of people, like, there's a small portion of people in society where for some reason, they are unable to deal with a thought process that doesn't happen in their head. Like, the concept that maybe they just don't understand something or have all the context is just not there. Like, they just don't fucking realize that's a potential. And so when they just see a bunch of people dying and they see this, they're just like, well, this could be the only thing they're referencing. Like, you gotta be a fucking idiot. But over 700,000 dead in this pandemic and more daily. It just seems the wrong time to put up skeletons crawling into houses, but that's just me. First and foremost, only 700,000 people dead in the United States, okay? More people have died around the world. This is something that Americans do where, like, they just don't realize that the rest of the world fucking exists. So no, there's been plenty more people dead than that. And it is not the wrong time to put up skeletons crawling into houses. But once again, this is the same argument of, hey, don't put up the fucking American flag on the 4th of July. Don't put up little leprechaun decorations around St. Patrick's Day, right? Like, come on. Just shut the fuck up. Anyway, so it turns out, though, that the person who initially made this tweet, right, they stood on that big fucking hill of social justice, right? You can't make fun of death. People really die. Like, you've never dealt with it. Like, yeah, everyone's dealt with some fucking death before, okay? It happens. But she got fucking exposed because, making a big deal out of $30 in decorations was good enough for Twitter. But what she doesn't tell people is she's actually written content about the dead before, Remember your short story Landfill, the one about a boy who fell down a garbage chute? The one based off the recent and actual death of a college student who had just went to school down the road from your home? You sure had a lot of empathy for his family's grief, didn't you? So it doesn't get better than getting hit with that, right? You're on here telling people it's wrong to celebrate Halloween because people really die, but you're out here writing fucking short stories based on a kid near your house dying in a garbage chute. So let's maybe go ahead and not throw stones if we live in a glass house. I mean, fuck it, you don't even live in a glass house, bro. You live in like a dirt house from Minecraft. God forbid you fucking say anything, because obviously it doesn't make sense for you to say shit, so. But this isn't the end of it. An old Guardian article got pulled up in the comments too. She was hoping, she says, to record the original experience of loss and grief in a visceral way, unmediated by retrospective vision, and the fact that she remarried 13 months after her husband's death, quote, did not seem that relevant or crucial. So other people are in the wrong for putting up Halloween decorations because people really die, and it's not funny to make fun of that, but it's completely normal and acceptable for you to write a short story about a child dying in a garbage chute based on a real story that happened pretty close to you, after remarrying 13 months, barely a year after your initial husband passed away. So, we're in the wrong for going to Spirit Halloween, but you're allowed to write about dying children and basically just fucking watching your husband die to remarry someone 13 months later. So let's go ahead and, maybe hold ourselves to the same standards when we're going to say shit like this. If you want to tell me that you don't think Halloween is acceptable to celebrate because, people really die or whatever, cool. You can have that opinion. It's fucking stupid, but you can have that opinion. But when you're going to try and morally preach down to me about Halloween decorations, and it turns out that you've done some very fucking questionable things in your past, that's just not going to fly, man. We're not going to be holding people to standards that we don't hold ourselves to, I know that life is so joyless for these people, and this is the problem, right? Because people wonder, like, who could really give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Who could really care about these things? Care about Halloween decorations, right? And let me explain this to you. There are real people, okay? And their lives are so fucking joyless, just so void of any positive influence, happiness, anything, that for them, seeing other people revel in anything, just be excited in any way, is just fucking painful. This is why you get things like Karens and people like this on Twitter. You know, they do this to validate themselves, in my opinion, right? They are so upset with their personal life, whatever the circumstances of it may be, that they have to ruin the fun and the happiness and the joy that people find in life for them, because they don't like it when other people are happy about stuff. So, I don't know, man. I guess don't put up Halloween decorations this year or you're an asshole, so... With that being said, though, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch, @SubToOptimus, make sure to check out Shop Opti down below, and until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, probably gonna decorate for Halloween, to be honest, and signing out.